Okay, so continuing on with the notes, another way to name angle is based off of the type of angle of the degree. So looking at this first example here, when an angle of the when the angle measures at a degree between 0 degrees and 90 degrees, so greater than 0, less than 90, we call that angle an acute angle. If the angle measures exactly 90 degrees, exactly, so 90.000, okay, we call that a right angle. And sometimes in problems, they won't tell you that the angle is exactly 90 degrees, but they'll show it to you using this little box. So if an angle is exactly 90, they'll show that little box there, the little square, to show that it's exactly 90 degrees. So if an angle measures greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees, we call that angle an obtuse angle. And then lastly, if an angle measures exactly 180 degrees, we call that angle a straight line. So anytime that we have a line shown in an image, automatically you guys should think, okay, that line is 180 degrees. So go ahead and classify this angle here. So you should have said this angle is an acute angle because notice it's greater than 0 degrees but less than 90 degrees. Go ahead and classify this angle here. So this angle you should have said is an obtuse angle because notice it's greater than 90 degrees, but it's also less than 180 degrees. Okay, so the addition postulate. So if P is the interior of RST, then the measure of RST is equal to the sum of the measures of RSP and PST. So all that this is saying is that if we were trying to figure out what is the degree of angle RST, and we were given the measurement of these two smaller angles, so let's say that we were told that this angle here was 30 degrees. And then this angle here was 30 degrees. That meant if I wanted to know, well, what is the angle degree of RST, I could just take those 30 degrees and those 30 degrees and add them together and get 60. So like, for example, here, I said angle RSP is 34 degrees. So I said this angle here is 34 degrees. And then PST is 34 degrees. So then I said this angle here is 34. And then if I wanted to know how many degrees was this whole entire angle in blue, I could just take those two angle measurements, add them together, 34 and 34, and that gives me 68. So I can say the measurement of angle RST is 68 degrees. Another example is if I said that RST was 72 degrees, so this angle here in blue was 72, and then I told you that RSP was 36 degrees, so this angle here in red is 36, could I figure out what is the degree measurement of angle PST? Is that possible? Yes, it is, because if we know that the whole entire angle is 72 degrees, and then we know that this piece here is 36, I could find the measurement of this other piece by just using some algebra. So I'm going to take the measurement of the whole entire angle, RST, which is 72, and I'm going to subtract out the piece that I know, which is RSP, and then that's going to give me the remainder, which is going to be PST. So if I do 72 and I subtract 36, I get 36. So that means that this angle here, PST, has to be 36 degrees. So go ahead and try this problem here. Given that the measurement of angle LKN is equal to 145 degrees, find the measurement of LKM and MKL. So I know the measurement of LKN is equal to the measurement of LKM and MKN. So basically what I know is this whole measurement, LKN, is going to be equal to adding up these two pieces together. So I know 145 is going to be equal to adding the two pieces. And then from there, just go ahead and do some algebra, combine like terms, subtract the 7 from both sides, and that gives me 138, and then divide by 6, and that gives me 23. And then since I know what x is, I'm just going to go ahead and plug it back into both my equations to solve for each piece. So that means this angle here has to be 56 degrees, and then this angle here has to be 80